Hey, how's it going everybody? Carlos here from My Family Flight Plan. Today I have a very special video for you. My friend Nick invited me to fly along in a Tecnam as he gets ready for his commercial multi. Welcome aboard.
Alright, so we're cleared for taxi, blue to runway 31 right.
That's right. Okay, dokie. Good. So brake check is good. This guy was turning 129er, about 120. Nice. It's not very nice and smooth how this thing is.
Thank you so much for having me along today.
Not a problem.
You're getting ready for your commercial multi. Today we're in a Tecnam 206, correct?
Yeah, P2006T. I think the ICAO code is P06T. Yeah.
Very well instrumented. What are these? These are the...
So it's a Garmin, they call it a G950. Essentially it is a Garmin G1000, which has the engine gauges separated. So if you're flying a 172 or most other light aircraft with a G1000, it essentially looks the same, but you will have the engine gauges in digital here. So it has those in analog.
Gotcha.
Good, so we'll also get quite a bit of work to do in the run-up. How it always goes with light twins or complex aircraft in general, right? As a Comanche pilot.
Definitely a lot more things on the checklist for a twin.
Oh yeah. Reid Hillview Tower, Tecnam 906 Golf Victor, holding short, 31 right, ready for departure.
Tecnam 906 Golf Victor, Reid Hillview Tower, right downwind, runway 2 on right, clear for takeoff.
Right downwind, 3 on right, clear for takeoff, 6 Golf Victor.
Interesting.
42 X-ray, Reid Hillview Tower,
the speeds are very similar to the Comanche.
Yeah, it's not much different, especially on light complex aircraft. Good. Okay. Forward, on. So, power is coming in. Gauges stay. Release.
Reid Hillview Tower, Tecnam 173 Golf Charlie.
Airspeed's alive. Power set 40.
Columbia 42 X-ray, cross runway 2
50.
Short runway 2 left.
42 X-ray.
Wind is 9 straight. 60, you can go through 65. Pitch. And here we go. Out of usable runway, positive rate of climb, gear comes up. And we're at 84. Cool, 400 feet. As we're coming around 500, we're gonna get our flaps up. Feel how it, and now we're gonna trim her up. Electric trim up. And let's bank her. Good, climb checklist, gear is up. Flaps are up. So as we're going here through TPA right now, we're gonna take the props back a little bit. Power reduction. Now they're nicely synced. Keep full power in.
You have prop sync on this?
No.
Just by ear or?
Just by ear, yeah. So I've taken it down now. Okay, back to the checklist. Throttle is okay, prop is okay. Carburetor heat is off, engine instruments is all in the green. Good, I'm gonna turn the fuel pumps off now one at a time. One comes off and you will see this coming down a little bit. All looks good. Second one, fuel pump comes off, pressure is falling quite a bit.
Oh, yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, I've seen that as well.
And it comes back up.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's a gauge issue or
Yeah, that's a good point. I've seen the right one falling much more.
How much does the Tecnam burn in cruise?
Just about 10 gallons an hour.
Per side or
No,
total?
both.
Oh,
so
wow.
it's really just about 5. It's not much different from a Cessna 172.
Wow, that's really Makes it really.
Yeah, that's the impressive, really the impressive part with it. Okay, wait, throttle, we're good. Prop, copied, engine instruments, okay. We'll climb to 4,500. That's pretty extensive checklist stuff, you see that, right?
Yeah. How many hours do you have now on the twin?
A bit more than 80.
80 hours?
Yeah. On this one here, I think it's now 13 or something like that. 12, 13.
Okay.
On this type. So all the rest is on the beach Dutches. About 65 and like 2 hours on the twin Comanche.
Okay.
That I've flown once. Okay, 3,300. Again, we're gonna climb to 45. Then we're gonna do a pre-maneuver check, and then we're gonna do a couple of, I would say, steep turns first, and then maybe some slow flight, and then a couple of like simulated stalls or pending stalls. So we're around 4,500. So let's do. Yeah, we're pretty good here on. So there's one traffic there and the one following, but they're all. Let's do a clearing turn.
Okay.
And I'm also gonna turn our fuel pumps on for pre-maneuver. We got a landing site, San Martin Airport, yeah? So I'm gonna keep this at the top of the green arc, so let's power keep around 25. Good, let's roll into the bank. That's 30 degrees. That's 45 degrees. That's about 50-degree bank. Gonna pitch her up. We want to stay within plus minus 100 feet. Just gonna get her. Kind of a little bit too much altitude loss. Okay, and here we're back on our original course, and I'm gonna go on the other direction.
Okay.
Gonna add a little bit more power.
Okay.
I was losing slightly more than 100 feet. About 120, so let's make this one.
Would trim up help similar to
Yeah, I have it already pretty much.
Okay.
Yep.
446 here, Papa Reed Tower, cross, Romeo 2 on right, hold short, Romeo 2 on left.
More.
Crossing 2 on right, hold short, 2 on left.
This looks good so far. Okay, traffic is over there, and we're at 50-degree bank.
I'm on 563 from 90 and I'm ready for departure.
So the 6 here, Papa left, close traffic, Romeo 2 on left, clear for takeoff. Left, close traffic, 2 on left, clear for takeoff, 60 Papa. Small 563.
And we're rolling out.
Turn out, Romeo 2 on right, clear for
Good,
takeoff.
and now we can take right on the heading, and I'll take the power back a little bit,
Hotel number 2,
and a bit of trim down again.
Good.
Good. So the right one was actually much better than the left one. So that one was almost on the spot. The left one was a little bit more down than I would have wished. So we'll do a bit of slow flight, yeah?
Yes, sir.
So we'll take the power, gonna reduce the manifold pressure, both engines, let's get it down, take the props a bit back. So we're in the flaps range. 122 is for the takeoff position. We're gonna put that in. We're actually also gonna get the gear down. So good, yeah, 173 Delta Charlie is over there. So it's gonna add. And actually, I'm gonna sync the heading bug.
12234 holding short, 31
Good.
right, we'll be
Okay.
requesting a high speed.
Let's get us a bit more flaps.
Track 12234 Reef Tower, understand me?
Then I want to be around 70. Good. Okay. For that, for the slow flight, I'm gonna keep the props here at the top of the green arc. And now we want to keep it here. We don't want to go below the 70.
70. Okay.
Technically 70 to 75, not undershooting it. So right now we got a nice setup. Props
traffic.
at the high.
5 miles northwest of the field inbound on the
Nice,
45.
nice stable run. So let's do a few bank changes.
That's a 737 traffic about
What's
a
the
mile
stall
off
speed?
departure N northwest.
It's
bound up to Decatur, 300
57.
mile.
You got a little bit of a window.
Yeah,
So it's 6 here, Papa traffic, 1 mile final for the
I
parallel
think
system, runway
56
2
or
left, clear for
57 with this. So you can.
we look for the traffic, 6 here, Papa. That's a 03 hotel, no delay to the end, contact
Get
ground.
back to our course. Yeah, this is now all airspeed and altitude control. Once we're on that, let's do a climb.
That's a 03 hotel, contact ground.
So back of the power curve, right? Pitch controls
Small
airspeed. Power, if let's say we want to climb a bit, we're gonna do that with the power. And then I can nicely climb.
Roger.
Good, plus 400, there's traffic.
1 o'clock, 2 miles opposite direction.
I got him in sight.
Okay, good.
Mile has you in sight.
So here we can go actually below 70, that's our target airspeed. This looks nice. Good.
That's a 4 Delta Alpha,
Do a bit of maneuvering over there. And if I'm descending, we're gonna just take the power back.
Jack 737, extend down, I'll call your base.
Extend down when you call our base, 4737.
Can do it all the way there. Then the plane is nicely coming down. Cool. Good. Let's recover from that, so let's add a bit of power. Gain some airspeed. Let's get our gear up. Good.
Yeah, you could feel that right away.
Yeah.
Taxi approved.
Good. Top of the green eye.
What's the alarm I hear?
Up when I'll call your crosswind.
Standing up when you'll call cross.
Oh, there's when the gear, yeah.
Gear takes quite a bit to cycle, right? It's about maybe 12 seconds, 15 seconds.
Good, and now we could. This guy.
That's 8245 Alpha, Hillview Tower, Roger, stand by.
Now we'll do a departure stall. So we're below 122, so we can put flaps for takeoff. I feel it very heavy here on the controls. Let's go. Get this a bit out. Props also come full forward. Let's slow her down. We want to get down to rotation speed.
Okay, right at Alpha.
I keep the gear will keep it up.
Delta Alpha, right at Delta. Correction, roll to the end and cut the ground.
And we're not going to do it with full power.
It's 4 Delta Alpha, roll to the end, cut the ground.
So I want to get it down to about 70.
Okay.
So the 54102, Reid Tower, make straight in, run with you and right.
Straight in, 31 right, 54102.
That's a 45 Alpha, right turn out approved.
Right turn approved, 45 Alpha.
Good. Fuel pumps are on. This is forward. So this is kind of rotation speed, yeah? So kind of power comes in. We don't want to have too much power here, 2/3. Gonna start pitching up.
6796 total 31 left, clear for options, that's nothing.
Nice and coordinated. Stall warning. Angle of attack, full power. Gain airspeed. Good. Recovered.
Very nice.
So far so good.
Sir.
So now we'll do an accelerated stall, which we're going to a 45-degree bank, and we'll start pitching up, and as soon as the stall horn comes. So we want to do that at about 110. And I'm gonna take the flaps out. No flaps for that.
Scout 737.
So 110 here, that's very good. So that's just gonna get into the bank. Start yanking it.
That's a 60 Papa, cross run with you and right, then run with you and right, Yankee.
Recovered.
Cross
Let's get back.
right, and we'll terminate.
Let's set up for an instrument approach, yeah? Proc, select approach, enter, Reid Hillview, so we'll go here, RNAV, Zulu, LPV, enter, at Gilrow, enter, minimum, spirometric, 533.
Just a 102, remain as frequency, text
Enter,
visa.
load, okay. And now we want to have actually Akion, direct, enter, enter. So let's go direct to Akion, yeah?
Okay.
And let's set the altitude 4,300, yeah? Good. So let's get back on our checklist here. Descent. Good. We'll keep the fuel pumps on. We're gonna actually I should have done that earlier. Get the props a bit back. Okay, throttle is set. We want to descend, so power comes back. Throttle is set. Fuel pumps are already on. Fuel selectors are on left and right. Carpet will keep it there. Altimeters, we're gonna get the new ADAS momentarily. Let's get it. That was Romeo.
For November, number 2, follow system 1 mile final, runway 3 on right, clear to land. 10. You call out Delta 500, typic 114.
We got traffic up ahead.
Runway 3 on right, approaching, use landing and depart, runway 3 on right and runway 3 on left. Feedback all runway assignments and hold short instructions. All departures advise ground controller your departure request. Arrivals contact tower 119.8 advise initial contact. You have information. Romeo.
Romeo.
Romeo. How many tanks do you have? Fuel tanks?
Just two.
Two.
Just two.
Do you
26.4 gallons, I believe, each.
And do you usually feed each engine?
Each engine, so in a twin, you usually feed each engine by its corresponding tank. So this one from here, this one from here. But you could change that by moving this, yeah? So in the beginning, when we taxied, we have it on the opposite tank, so that way you make sure that it works. In flight or during takeoff and landing, you always keep it on their respective tank. Here in flight, we could go, if necessary, if deemed necessary, I could, for example, say there's more fuel in the right tank, we could have the left engine also get fuel from the right tank.
See.
Good. So descent, yeah, let's get it down to 43. We're at 5,020 right now. So again, here you don't have a mixture control. You might have seen that. So
Yeah,
those are self. It's kind of interesting. It's
the FADEC system, right?
It's not a FADEC system actually. The FADEC will also do the propeller control.
Okay.
Then you'll Aceros will have that. It will control everything automatically, and that's then an ignition as well.
See.
Good. So there comes Akion. So final approach course is going to be 307. We're going to set that here. So after Akion, we can go down to 2800. So
got this approach memorized.
I got this approach memorized, yeah. And we're coming right on Akion here right now. So, okay, let's get it down. So manifold pressure down to maybe 20. I'm gonna take the props a bit back as well. And let's call Reid. We're inside Akion. Okay. Reid Hillview Tower, Tecnam 966 Golf Victor is 4,200 inside Akion, tracking the approach inbound with Romeo.
Tecnam 966 Golf Victor, Reid Hillview Tower, continue approach, Romeo 2 right.
Continue approach, 3 on right, 6 Golf Victor. Have you flown planes like with the G1000? Not really. Right?
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Because, I mean, the flight management system is the same thing, right?
Yeah.
So if you're flying a 172, and I did just even recently some approaches in the 172 because I can more focus on the flight management system and don't need to worry about all the twin engine stuff.
Right. You know if this airplane was purposely built for flight training in twins, or?
You know, I can't tell you, but it's definite. It is a very popular trainer. So just here, I mean, trade winds who have been bought by this, what is it, American Flight School, I believe.
Right.
They have on their other locations, I was astonished how many Tecnams they have. I mean, this is like a lot, like, I don't know, 10 or more over all their locations. So the fact that you're only having 2 times 100 horsepowers makes the differential thrust relatively easy.
Right.
I mean, that's why all the yaw effect, especially if you're killing your critical engine, in the Duchess, that was much more. And then imagine you're flying like a Baron or so on, and you're having like 300 horses on one side and none on the other. That's a whole different story, right?
Yeah.
Tecnam 6 Golf Victor, runway 3 on right, clear to land.
3 on right, clear to land, 6 Golf Victor.
Sky 234, extend down on Prairie Base.
Good. Final approach. Fuel selector is okay. Fuel pumps.
Columbia 42.
Carpet, we'll keep it there. Gumps will do. Flaps, gear, we'll work it before landing.
There's no notches on the flaps. It's just.
Nope. 15 degrees is the takeoff. It corresponds to 15, and full corresponds to 40. Good. So gear is confirmed down. We still got some flaps. This is perfect. Like 84 to 93 is perfect, and then we want to have it down to about 70, 75 on short final. Nice and long final here, right?
234, number 2, follow Tecnam on a 2-mile final. Additional traffic, 3-mile final.
Good.
To parallel Columbia. Number 2,
propellers coming forward. So gear down. Prop forward. Carburetor heat is off.
Columbia 42 X-ray traffic turning 2-mile right base for the parallel system.
It feels totally overpowered because of the high running RPMs right now. The propeller control. 84 looks good. Power up it back.
173 Delta Charlie over UTC
for landing with Romeo.
Good.
That's a 173.
Full flaps.
Tower, make straight in runway 2 and right.
About 80.
The tower is a 228 Alpha number at 3 and right, ready.
That's a 228 Alpha number.
75. Gonna keep the power a little bit
That's
in.
45, extend down, I'll call you base.
Extend down when you'll call base, 45.
So that's a 27 hotel, extend
Very
down, I'll call you
nice.
base.
Extend down, you'll call that base.
So on here we generally don't clean her up until we pull it off the runway.
Tecnam 6 Golf Victor, no delay to the end, contact ground.
No delay to the end, contacting ground, 6 Golf Victor.
All right, everybody. We're back here at the hangar for 25 Papa. Hope you guys enjoyed that flight in the Tecnam. It was a pretty awesome experience for me. It was my first time in a light twin. We're getting the plane ready here for our next flight in just a few days. We're either going to be going to Little River in Mendocino County or be going to Sonoma with some friends. Please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. We'll see you on the next one.